Do vegans eat cookies? You may have noticed, well, may not really have yet noticed that this week is a bit of a slow week when it comes to the videos. Mainly that's because somebody decided that we should take a few weeks, about a month, and just take a break from the videos, start up after the Christmas season, blah blah blah. But I said, okay, you go take the break, I'll continue making videos, including this week's video, which of course didn't have a theme, but I made one anyway. Do vegans eat cookies? And yes, I'm broadcasting a new room right now. Yes, I'm kind of kneeling, and yes, those are all lights in the ceiling. And no, it's not overly bright in here, but I thought I would give it a shot of filming in here anyway. And yes, I'm sitting in a beanbag chair for the first time in many, many years. So anyway, a cookie. It's just a cookie. Does a cookie have a soul? Does a cookie live? Does a cookie think or breathe or eat? Not any cookie I've ever heard about. Not even in the depths of horror movies that I've heard about have I heard about cookies having a soul. But think about it. Cookies, as well as other pastries like cakes and other stuff as well, they are made, two of the ingredients, there's milk, which comes from cows, usually, or pretty much any mammal. That'd be interesting to get milk from a duck-billed platypus, or a bat. The bat would be very difficult, and you do not want the milk from a milked snake to go into a cookie, because that would most likely end up very bad. But anyway, milk. Vegans don't drink milk unless it's like soy milk, because milk comes from cows, usually. Sometimes goats. But think about it this way. It's pretty much one of the only foods out there that doesn't necessarily harm the creature that it comes from. Think about it. There's water, which, as far as we know, never was a living creature. It was part of a living creature, but water itself was never a living creature, and so it doesn't hurt water when we drink it. And I hope that it doesn't hurt the water when we drink it or expel it. And of course the water gets recycled and then other people drink it. Why not? So water, totally safe to drink. And milk. If milk is extracted in, I know, just silhouette. If milk is extracted in such a way that it does not harm the creature, then milk is a very viable form of nutrient. Like, just think about it. Say, take a cow, milk it, do whatever stuff to remove any impurities or whatever. I don't know much about refining milk. And then, so, yeah, there's that. And then milk, you don't kill the animal to get milk. As far as I know, you do not kill them to get the milk. So milk would be perfectly safe to eat no matter what kind of food restrictions that you put on. And then on the other side, eggs. Vegans and many vegetarians will not eat eggs because, oh no, it's a baby chicken. And just think about it this way. It takes two parts. It takes the hen, and to keep it PG, I shall call it the rooster. Sure, the hen may lay the egg, but if it was never fertilized by the rooster, then really it's what? Exactly. If it's an unfertilized egg, it was never actually life. So if you think about it, taking that, it's a more gross way of thinking about it is if someone took a dump and then you boiled it and then ate it. While you're hurting the person? No. So what's the problem with eating an egg that was never a chicken? Seriously, if you have a problem with eating an egg that was never a chicken, then post it in the comments below, because I've got nothing. Which means that water, milk, and eggs are so far on the list of foods that are harmless to eat. But say, like this, or eggs that you get at the supermarket, you don't know if they were chickens at one time or another. They might have been, they might not have been. And so vegans will still stay away from them because of the fact that, oh, it might have been a chicken at one time, which now it's already dead. So, but I don't want to get into that argument. So there's that whole part right there. So, yes, but do vegans eat cookies is what I wanted about. And just to represent, so let's say there's the rooster, and then there is the hen. This is the only thing that I had that represented a creature that lays eggs, and it is a Pokemon. Hey, think about it. Starting like Generation 2 or 3, all Pokemon started laying eggs. Didn't matter what kind of Pokemon they were, but they all seemed to start laying eggs. And speaking of Pokemon, I just want to bring up one little tiny thing. Pokemon is supposed to be a light show. Not light as in lasers, but light as in like for kids. Except for the Charmanders, Charmeleons, and Charizards have it a bit rough, as they are really the only Pokemon that can die really easily. Like, just imagine if someone had, like, on one hand, they had a fire, and if that fire ever went out, then they die. They couldn't ever actually go swimming without having to burn up the fire, and if they did that, then boom, fire would suffocate, they would die. So, the Charmanders really have it tough. Like, I'm actually surprised that they aren't endangered on the endangered Pokemon list or something yet. But anyway, I just wanted this to be a short, quick, little tiny video to represent that cookies, although they don't actually have a soul all in themselves, and yes, it is very strange to try to look at myself, partially because I'm a silhouette, and partially because there are many cracks along my phone, which I'm using to film all of these videos, because my really good camera that I got, not like hundreds of dollars, but like $100 of camera, it has like a 1500 times zoom on it, okay? Anyway, the camera, I lost the power cord for it. I hope that I can find it, but until then, I shall continue wearing only one sock. And the cookie, made out of the milk that is harmless to gather, and the eggs that may or may not have chickens in them. And shut up, this may or may not actually be the kind of cookie that has milk and eggs, but this is the only kind of cookie that I had access to on such short notice. DFTBA.